It reminds me of in Empire Strikes Back when Luke goes into the cave on Dagobah with Yoda and faces Darth Vader, who's himself. But he's got to go face these things in order to gain control, gain mastery of the sword. And again, this movie is a lot of sort of cuts in between multiple scenes. So in this one, you even have some of the scenes where it's like, okay, he's in the Darklands fighting the crazy monster beasts there. They're on their way in another part. And then this other part that I actually pulled the clip from is the mage is talking with Sir Bedivere saying, no, he needs to go. And he's resisting. He's like, no, and the line that I have is like, you're going to kill the king before he's even had a chance to become the king.
Right.
But there's some stuff that she says on the early side of this clip that I think resonates for how we develop as men and how we sort of have to go through our own Darklands in order to become the men that we were created to be.
You know what we have to do. In order for him to control Excalibur, he needs to go to the Darklands.
That's not happening. Welcome to the Darklands.
That's the Darklands.
That's the entrance.
He needs to take the sword to the tower. He must touch the sword to the altar stone.
Gonna miss me?
Give me another way.
There's no other way. And he has to go alone.
He can't survive the Darklands alone.
Are you scared?
I think I can manage.
You should be scared.
That's what all the fuss is about.
Don't worry, you'll soon understand what all the fuss is about.
You don't want all of him to survive. That's the point. You have to break his old self completely, wear him down. You want him to think big? Give him something big to think about.
You're playing with fire, mage, and I'm not killing the king before he's even become one.
The thing that I relate to Arthur with in this movie is you see that after that beginning montage we talked about, he had ended up in a spot where he was he was pretty well equipped to handle that scenario, where he was at. And to get to the point where he is ready to be a king, a lot of those things that came in pretty handy in that smaller kingdom that he was ruling in, like they had to die for him to be able to become the true king that he was meant to be. And I feel like that a lot of those things that for example, being able to adapt to change and all this stuff, and being flexible and not stressing about risk, like that's all great. And sometimes I have to just be willing to completely surrender to God and know that He's going to get to control this, and it's not just me being flexible enough to deal with what comes up.